Okay, y'all. Word on the street is, y'all, the Brat and Judy, they broke. Not only are they broke, allegedly, but they're saying that they show got canceled too, y'all. And now they running around with cameras, taping, recording each other, doing their own show on Facebook. Y'all, Lord have mercy. I don't know about y'all, but I saw this coming. And the Brat, she has been taking this really hard because they lost their house, y'all. They lost their home. And word on the street is they're tens of millions of dollars still in debt, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're about to talk about this. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, threes, and fours, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Y'all, I saw a video of the Brat crying her eyes out. Like, she was really, truly upset. And I understand why. But she is partial to blame for this train that wrecked in their whole situation. Because the Brat saw this coming too. She kept saying over and over again to Judy that beautiful, y'all, beautiful. That's what she called her, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. She kept saying in her shows that, she needed intervention for giving gifts because she could not stop spending money. And now they are broke. You mean to tell me that Judy rescued, I'm just saying, y'all, rescued the Brat from that female that was suing the Brat, the one she went to prison over, and then she got out and she put in the civil suit for or whatever, and the Brat owed this woman millions. Judy helped her get out of that situation just to put her in an even bigger situation now. Because word on the street is, y'all, tens of millions. I don't know. I ain't seen paperwork, but this is what's going around. That she owes tens of millions of dollars now. Her and her wife. And allegedly, they just sold a house, that big pretty house. They put so much into the house, y'all. And that house was worth way more than what they got for it. But allegedly, they got 3.6. A lot of people saying 3.7, but word on the street is $3.6 million that they got for that house that they took so long to fix up, y'all. And they fixed it up. Every room is beautiful. They got any and everything is in that house, y'all. I kid y'all not. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And they had to give it up, y'all. And Judy is running around here blaming everybody but herself, y'all. Yes, she's saying that it was like bad management or something like that, or somebody that handled the books wasn't handling the books right, or saying that they, had more than they had and they didn't have it. Y'all, this is what they're saying. This woman is the queen of, what is that, kaleidoscope? Some type of, hair products that she, came out with. And she made millions and millions of dollars. But she had millions and millions of dollars going out. She had more money going out than coming in, y'all. And the Brat, she's a radio host and all kinds of stuff. So they got money coming in. But they still is in debt, y'all. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. This is sad on so many levels. I saw this coming. This woman was spending money like it was water, y'all. She was spending it like it was water. Like they was growing it in the backyard. And the Brat kept complaining about, you doing too much. You spending too much. You doing too much. And she was still accepting gifts and going about her business. So you stayed on that train for it to crash. You stayed on that train. And not only did she help bring, herself down, but this lady helped brought the Brat down once again. You spare her being embarrassed with this lawsuit and allegedly got that paid off. Then you turn around and have Brat lose her home and everything in it because you wouldn't stop shopping. Lord have mercy. And bad property management. It probably was a little bit of both, y'all. Bad management and Beautiful couldn't stop shopping, y'all. She couldn't stop spending money like it was water. And everything she did was over the top. If they have a birthday and they 50 years old, she bought them 50 gifts. Like, it was so stupid it didn't make sense. And everybody sit back and they watched and waited and watched and watched and waited. And now look at here, y'all. They put everything they had in that house. And some lucky person is going to enjoy a beautiful house. This house has everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. This is the home that they lost, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All of them cars, very expensive cars. You know, I'm going to just be completely honest. If this was my house, y'all, ain't no way in the world I would have lost that house. If I had to stop shopping and doing everything and do everything another way, that's what I had to do. If I had to let go of some of those businesses, because, they owned the block. They owned the whole block, basically, almost. Like a little mall complex. She bought the whole thing. Like she is, or renting the whole thing. These are her businesses. Y'all, I can't believe it. And she had the nerves, because everybody's talking about it. Judy had the nerves to go to, the board up here and start explaining that, we supposed to make this amount of money. We supposed to make that amount of money. This amount of money was supposed to went out for the bills. And I'm in debt. I'm in debt. I'm in debt. And it's everybody's fault but hers. No doubt this might have happened too. But she is the fault of herself going bankruptcy. Well, not bankruptcy, losing her house as well. I wish she would take the blame and stop putting it on everybody else but herself. Y'all, Lord have mercy. She took the brat to an even worse situation. This the brat right here crying, y'all. Crying because she had to leave that beautiful home, y'all. And when I say beautiful, extravaganza. Okay, y'all. They would have had to drag me from that house kicking and screaming. Ain't no way in the world. Especially after putting that type of money in. There's no other way that they couldn't, help their finances than to sell that big, beautiful house. And word on the street is they sold the house, but they still in debt, y'all. Lord have mercy. And it's playing out all on, everybody's watching and saying the same thing I'm saying, basically, that, they did this to themselves as well. Even when she married the brat had a choice of different rings. Why would you buy somebody more than one ring? Do it make sense? You got the engagement ring and you got the band. She bought her several rings, y'all, so she could choose from either which one she want to wear. Now you sitting up here crying. Sitting up here crying. This was your wife. You're supposed to have some say-so about money that's going in and out this house. And the brat didn't say nothing. She said something, but she didn't do nothing. Because she should have been, put her foot down with all the spinning that Judy was doing. And I don't feel sorry for her at all. I was happy for her when she got that house. I was so happy. And, I used to watch that show. I haven't watched it in a long time. I haven't watched it. But, and really since they had the baby, I haven't been watching it. And, y'all, everything just over the top. Trying to dress alike and match everything. Keep up with all kind of stuff. The gifts was just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Every birthday, you just have to out-top the last one. And you just spinning. And all those expensive cars, y'all, for what? If you a celebrity, I can see you having 2 cars. You can have your little car to ride around in when you want to just ride around in a car. And then get you an SUV. That's all you need. Don't nobody need 5, 6, 7. And look at Floyd Mayweather. Got 100 cars, y'all. All fancy, different cars. You got to keep up all of those cars. You got to pay insurance on those cars. And in some cities and states, you got to pay for stickers. You got to pay for the tags. So much stuff that you got to keep going. Keep going when you got all of those cars. Look at her, y'all. She is crying her heart out, y'all. But this is what you married. You married a woman that's materialistic, that everybody thought was business-wise, was smart, but don't look like it when you didn't get settled in your home and you gonna lose it because of bad money management on more than one side. Judy and whoever this other person is that she had in charge of her money or her books. Y'all, this don't make no sense. Look at this pool in the back of their house, y'all. This is ridiculous, y'all. A tennis court they have at this house, y'all. Do you see all of the stuff that came with this house? This is and $3.something million, y'all. Lord have mercy. Look at this basketball court. And matter of fact, they got a basketball court on the inside the house and on the outside, y'all. She got this little part specially made over there. She hooked this house up, y'all. This look like just like when you go to the park. Got the grounds done and everything. Even got it under the shade, y'all. She thought of everything. Now, I got to give it to Judy, okay? She has good taste. But she's bad with money. I'm just going to put it out there. She's bad with money. And the brat kept saying it over and over and over again. There go another basketball rim over the pool, y'all. The brat kept telling her, you know, you're spending too much money. You're spending too much money. And she would not listen. Y'all, look at this house. Look at this house. Beautiful house. She lost it. And it doesn't matter that she lost it because right now, she has, y'all, allegedly, she's still in debt. Still in debt. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Tens of millions. Tens of millions. Look at this, y'all. Is this an elevator in the house? Now, this is the front of the elevator, y'all. Look at the back. Look at the back. Oh, this is the front of the elevator, and the other side is the back. Look at this mess, y'all. She has an elevator. She can choose to go up the stairs or go up there in the elevator. Ain't no way I would have let this house go, y'all. It was everything that they needed. They didn't even have to leave the house unless they was going to get some groceries and go to work. Other than that, they had movie theaters, studio, the brat can make us music, all that stuff right at her fingertips, y'all. Okay? If I had to rent this place out to, not for parties, but for video shoots and stuff like that, I would have kept my house. Whatever I had to do I would have did whatever I had to do to keep this house. Ain't no way in the world I would have let this go. And like I said, I see why the brat is crying. They had so many bedrooms. Each bedroom, they, decorated beautifully. Had furniture in there and everything. And it wasn't even nobody sleeping in these other rooms. She had so many bedrooms to this house. But, she filled this house up with all this furniture. And now, no doubt, she probably got to sell half of the stuff. Because due to the fact that they're downsizing, they have downsized. Where was she going to put all this stuff? So she bought all of this for nothing. She decorated this house because I remember when they had, the construction workers was in there working in the house, whatever you call them. They was in there working on the house while they was recording the show. Y'all, Lord have mercy. Look at the baby room. This is the playroom by itself, y'all. You can't make this up. And once he got up some size, she could turn this into whatever exercise room, whatever she wanted to, especially with the mirrors. Land up your little exercise machines. And, Lord have mercy. This is the baby's playroom. You cannot make this up. And now it is all gone, y'all. All gone. And word on the street, they broke. And they still owe money. That $3.6 million ain't put a dent in what they owe. So I'm wondering, did they have to sell that house, put that up, and then maybe it's probably going, I don't know. It's a possibility that they might file for bankruptcy. I don't know. But, she chose, I guess, to save a lot of people jobs and stuff like that, and chose to just let the house go, and she's trying to still work it out. But, y'all, this is crazy. This is great. Look at all these bedrooms in this house. And she took her time and she decorated these bedrooms and everything. Everything perfecto to their liking. Y'all, you can't make this up. For real. This is another bedroom. Look at these huge rooms. Look at the detail in every room on how they fixed this house up. Boy, if I was the brat, I'd be crying too. Ain't no way in the world. They would have had to drag me out, y'all. I ain't lying. They would have had to drag me out this house. Ain't no way in the world. I would have did everything I had to do to keep this house going. She got a studio in there. If she had to go and rent out her studio and let people come there and try to make some music. She could have did a lot to try to hold on to this house, okay? I would have been making calls to 50 Cent, all these people like, you got some roles for me or something. The Brat, she done dibbled and dabbled a little bit in acting because she was on the Shy, y'all. And we've been waiting for her to come back, but she grabbed somebody off the Shy and then she left with her and then she never came back on there. But I thought she was going to be a regular on the Shy. And speaking of the Shy, y'all, the Shy is back. It is back, y'all. This is the last season. And yes, they are back. Look at the studio, y'all. Everything was perfect. Perfect. There's no way in the world that I would have let this house go. She put in $3.6 million in fixing this house up. So you know they should at least, y'all, ain't no way in the world I would have let this house go for that price. At least $10 million. But I don't know. They said I think this is in Atlanta. So maybe that might be a little steep for people. But look at all the stuff that's in there, y'all. She got a theater in there. Every room is beautiful, y'all. Lord have mercy. The bathrooms is beautiful. Everything is lovely, lovely, lovely. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. How do you let something like this slip through your hands, y'all? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. And a lot of people don't feel sorry for the Brat. No, they don't. Because look how they were out here acting like this child, like she had lost her mind. And I'm going to just be completely honest. I think she got some screws missing. For you to spend money that you didn't have, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. She has, just like people got gambling problems or street pharmacy problems, she got a problem with spending. She does. Every holiday, just everything. You got to give out gift after gift after gift and stand there and record it and just show off and show off and show off. And she didn't even have it, y'all, to show off. Look at this kitchen. Boy, oh boy, I can see myself in here cooking, y'all, okay? Look at this kitchen. And she lost it all. And I got to just say this. You got to be careful who you marry. You got to be careful. There were red flags already there that Judy was bad with money. Okay? Even when they got married, they were talking about, there was something going on when they got married about over money. That she overspent and this and that. And over the top, everything over the top. Carriages and horses and this. She has to go all out every time. And that's how that money went all out. Okay, y'all? All out the window. They had rooms that they didn't even, look at this room right here, y'all. It ain't even nothing in it. It ain't even nothing in it, y'all. They got have that much room. Look at the basketball court in the inside. Now, y'all tell me in the comment section what y'all think this house was worth. Because I definitely believe it was worth more than $3.6 million. But that's what she got. That's what she got. This that little boy right here. And he done lost his home, y'all. Lost his home. And only thing Judy had to say was, I've been at zero before. I don't mind going back down to zero and starting all over again. It's one thing to be down to zero. It's another thing to be tens of millions of dollars allegedly in debt, y'all. That's a whole nother ball game. I don't care what nobody say. And look at the Illuminati room, y'all. Illuma to the naughty, y'all. Look at the checkerboards on the ceiling. They ain't just had checkerboards on the ceiling. They had them on the floors too, y'all. They had the checkerboard on the ceiling in here. And then they have the checkerboard on the ceiling. Let me make sure y'all can see what I'm looking at. Okay. They had the checkerboard on the floor in the garage, y'all. Look at, here we go. Here we go. Are they Eastern Stars or something like that? I'm just asking, y'all. I'm just asking. What's up with the checkerboard? What is up with the checkerboard? Did they have to represent for? I'm just saying, y'all. The elites about throwing that in there. Look at this house. This is at nighttime when it's lit up, y'all. I would have had to pinch myself to even believe I'm living in a house this beautiful. And for to lose it, y'all, Lord have mercy. Overspending. You gotta be careful who you marrying. If you're in a relationship with somebody and all they do is shop, that ain't gonna change. That's not gonna change. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they in debt or got bad credit and stuff like that, pay attention. Those are red flags, y'all. Red flags. And people like this, they blame everybody else except for themselves. They both played a part in this. Not only was Judy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for spending money like it was water, but the brat, she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for allowing this. I would have told a home girl. I'm just saying, that's her wife. I would have had to tell home girl, I am not about to be back in debt again with you this time instead of by myself. I'm not about to go in debt with you. Stop spending this money on. I'm out of here. And we could just separate our money from each other and do you, boo-boo? Because something got to give. This is going to affect our future, our child, everything. We done put this type of money in this house and you still spending? And I'm going to ask y'all in the comment section. Ladies, if you were married, okay? If you were married to somebody and they told you, and they put you in this house and you live in this big, beautiful house, and they say, baby, we got to cut back on shopping for at least a year. Please don't do no shopping, no celebrating, no holidays, none of that for a year until we get caught up on our bills and this and that and that and this, because I don't want to lose this house. Would y'all have stopped shopping? They shop so much. They had enough clothes and stuff to last them a couple of years without having to go back to the store even buy nothing. This is just how much that the Brat and Judy shopped. Wigs, a whole room full of wigs and all that. This is how they shopped. They just overdid it, y'all. Everything that they did, they overdid it. Birthdays, going out of the country, all kind of theme parties. All that stuff cost, y'all. And they were doing it big, but they were inviting so many people. Just think about that party that Cardi B was about to throw. And she spent over $1 million for a party. Now think about these big lavish parties that Judy been throwing. Now, yes, I know she want to blame, bad management. They said we had this much coming in, and then they said, this was our business was worth this much, but it really wasn't. And she's going in on that wall trying to explain to why they're broke. Lord have mercy. Y'all, let me know in the comment section, would you stop shopping and rearrange your business stuff to keep that house? Would you have? Because ain't no way I would have gave the house up, y'all. I would have downsized them cars. You would have saw me with her car and me a car in that parking lot. Just like I'm just telling you. There's no way I would have had all of those Rolls Royce and all of that stuff. Now, some people are saying, y'all, that a lot of those cars were leased. That they were out here fronting. I don't know, okay? But even if it was, take it back to the dealer. Downsize. Stop spending so much. It had to be a grip just to keep that bad boy, heated and cooled. You know what I'm saying? In them cold months, in them hot months, and you got to turn that air up. You know what I'm saying? And cool off that whole house. That had to have been a grip by itself. So, y'all don't ask me what they call themselves doing. It don't make no sense. And then, what in the world? Why in the world, y'all? Did they get they show canceled? A lot of reality shows I'm starting to notice are getting canceled right now. And theirs was one of them, y'all. They gave them their walking papers. Right when they needed this job the most. They loses their show. Now, I haven't been watching it, so if anybody that have been watching it, let me know in the comment section. Did they lose ratings? Did people stop watching them? They weren't interesting no more. Y'all got tired of watching them, flaunt money that they don't have. Let me know what happened. Did the ratings fall or something like that? Because this is crazy, y'all. Why in the world, when at the time that they need money, the show get canceled? Who did they pee off? Who in the world did they pee off, y'all? For real, for real. This is crazy. They didn't fail all the way off, y'all. They got poked the Brat and Judy running around with their phones, recording each other and uploading the video so it can make it look like they got their own show. Lord have mercy. It ain't funny, but this is crazy, y'all. And they, like I said, they don't got nobody to blame but themselves. The Brat she's tripping. She is tripping, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. That little mall section that they got, All of that would have had to go. If those businesses is not pulling their weight, I would have just let those businesses go, y'all. I would have let them go. Ain't no. Can you even imagine going from that big house to a little house? Like And the crazy part is Judy was saying, we can live in a one room with all three of us. So you, the baby, and the brat gonna have one bedroom. Lord have mercy, y'all. I don't know what to say. This is crazy on so many levels. How do you help rescue her out of debt just to put her right back in debt with even more debt? Because I think she only owed that female that she had did something to when she went to prison. I think she only owed her like I forgot how much. It was some millions though that the brat owed her because she was back. She was, the interest was piling up. She had owed her millions of dollars, but not in the tens of millions like they owe now. Now, allegedly, her and her wife owes tens of millions of dollars, y'all. Lord have mercy. Whoo, child, y'all. I don't know what to say other than just shake my head at this situation. And I feel you, girl. I feel you while you're crying the way you're crying. But you are the fault of this. You should have put your foot down and told her, I don't want all of these gifts. You got to stop doing this. We would have had a show, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it would have been shows and stuff of, us going, I would have did episodes of us not spending money, not going shopping, not going out all the time, and cooking and stuff like that. It would have been a different type of show. If we started, get to a point where you about to lose your house, all of that clout chasing and bragging, all of that stuff would have went out the door. We would have switched stuff up like, y'all, bills is getting crazy. It made some bad investments, whatever. It is time now for us to, cut back on stuff. So y'all finna see a whole different light of us. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be straight in hustle mode. Ain't no way in the world would I have lost that house, y'all. I just don't see it. I just do not see it, y'all. It would have been a whole different show. And the show wouldn't have been me still trying to pretend like I'm something I'm not. For real. We would have been making each other some Christmas gifts. Arts and crafts. Y'all would have had some shows, but the show wouldn't have been me spending my money out like that just to, impress people. There's no way in the world. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. This is sad on so many levels. Please like, share, subscribe. Peace.